What up, y'all? Welcome to Kevin.
I had a feeling in my heart you weren't going to do well.
I saw my name in the comment and I messed up. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
That chick Angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Bangers all 2021. Make sure you guys know what's going on in your very own life.
Bow.
Quick announcements before we begin.
Church announcements.
Ding, ding, ding. Slightly Problematic Take 2 tour.
Ooh.
Tickets on sale to the public.
Angel, what's wrong?
All my nerves just hit me when he said it. I was like, no, it
Why, Angel? Why you there?
I was not expecting that. I'm going to be real honest. And why are we matching?
Belief. Shout out to Belief in Fatherhood.
Always black.
This man has
I didn't get that one.
merch game.
He didn't send that one to me. I'm gonna text him.
Make the always brown one, Josh.
Yes.
By the way, quick aside, Mexican hot chocolate, you lied to me. You never told me about it. You didn't
never
lie.
asked.
You
That's
never
a
lied.
social norm.
Nah, Josh, you got to tell me about it.
No, that's a crossover between my culture that people just know about.
I didn't know. Have you had Mexican hot
I
chocolate?
feel like I have.
When you break it off and you mix it with the.
Wait,
Okay,
what's
no,
that?
you
I
talking
never
about
done
something that
That's
I ain't
That's
never
a
heard
different
of.
thing. I just went on the side of the road and got tamales and they had
That's
Mexican hot
how
chocolate.
they make it.
Okay.
I can make it at the crib.
Make it at the crib when you invite us over again.
Well, then I was about to say, I guess I'll never try it then.
Yeah, well, you know,
my
it's a whole thing getting over to Casa de la Ganzi.
Yes.
But anyway,
Slightly problematic.
Slightly Problematic Tour tickets available to everybody.
Everybody.
Patreon has had access for over a week, almost 2 weeks now. Philly and New York are being added. Or no, Philly's actually already added. New York is being added. I'll tell you right now, every Philly show I've ever done has been sold out. This is only one night.
And it's been a great show.
Every time I've been in Philly, it's been great. New York is very close. It's like 150 seats though. And
You
people.
just keep adding dates. Where
That's
are these
it.
dates?
Oh, so we
And
did
that's
New
the
York.
last thing.
We
New
did
York
New
and
York.
Philly.
It's Surreal wants to come to New York.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you just said New York. Oh, you
I
were
don't know the
saying
date.
those types of shit.
It's gonna be on a Wednesday, though.
Just kidding. Sorry.
What?
Jeff and Eric, trust it's
What?
So all the other cities, I'm
gonna
sorry,
be on a
Memphis, Detroit,
Wednesday.
the rest of them next year.
When are we shooting this? If it, I'm not even
Don't think about it right now, Josh.
We have to though. That's
Keep
the
your
problem,
distance
'cause we
is this
think about it
Friday.
then.
There's only a couple more. Keep your distance this Friday. There's actually a Keep Your Distance this Friday, next week, and the final one on my birthday.
Excuse me.
All the cities that I did not hit, Detroit, Nashville, Memphis, I will make sure they are the first cities in 2022.
Oh.
I couldn't add any more because we have a lot of podcast stuff and we have stuff to shoot for the app. I still need the week. Angel still has family. We can't just be on the road like that.
And I have another career too.
Yeah. Well, I said Angel has stuff to shoot. She has family.
I thought you said Angel has family.
But you just said that, but then you
And
also
I
just
said
said we have a
stuff
show.
to shoot.
You said that like.
Oh, yeah. Angel has a whole life outside of me. Angel was on ER.
Shut up.
911. She's a working actress in Hollywood. If y'all don't know, check out Angel's IMDb. All jokes aside.
IMDb is like, oh, you're like one of the regular actors that I'd be looking on here at
Angel
IMDb when I look them
Books.
I tried to.
She's also my improv. She's my audition coach and my acting coach.
Kevin about to be booking on, and then what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna leave the door open.
Come on.
All right, let's get started with this story. This actually came from Josh sent this to me. This is the way the story unfolded. We'll say how it happened in order. Usher is accused of.
I was like, I don't know what I said.
Usher is accused of throwing Ush Bucks.
Is that what they were called? Ush
They're called
Bucks?
Ush Bucks. So a stripper by the name of B Love put a picture of money with Usher's face on it, on 100, on a 20, on a 1. And on her Instagram, she said, "Ladies, what would you do if you danced all night for Usher and he threw this?" And it's coming to America. The boy got his own money.
Money.
And then her next story said, "And the money does not have a trade-in value whatsoever. Lamau, don't y'all think he should be blasted on social media for this?" SHIT. That's a cuss word that Angel would say.
Ooh.
It would be.
Then there's a picture of him in a briefcase with a clear briefcase. I mean, a suitcase. I guess it's a suitcase, actually.
Yes, suitcase.
Carry-on size. And if you zoom in, Josh, can you put these images in?
I can.
If you zoom in, you see some Ush Bucks in there. So the internet had a field day.
Of course they
Just went hammeroni on it, right? Mm-hmm. So we thought I was like, that don't seem like Usher's. Usher Raymond's.
That he would make his own money and throw it at strippers?
Yeah. Well, as you said it like that, I was like, maybe that does seem like Usher.
I think it sounds like most very wealthy men that have been considered sex symbols. Yes, I will throw this money, this paper that means nothing, at you as you do gymnastics on a pole.
Yeah. Safe to say the internet went ham.
Please.
I mean, some very funny memes. They put him on an Ush card. Obviously, the Coming to America requisite joke. Lots of funny stuff. But before I could fully enjoy the laughter, somebody who was at the club was like, no, I don't think that's actually the whole story. I think Usher paid and he threw this money as promotional money because he's got a Vegas residency coming up.
Oh, he do?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it starts in August.
I think you could buy tickets with that Usher money.
If I could, I'd go to the strip club and get the money because I'm going to go. I want to see him.
Usher is one person that I have not seen yet live and I would like to. Mm-hmm. So after someone was like, that's actually not the case, the club came out and said Usher paid. He left the money for promo. The Vegas, like all these sources came out and said this. Mm-hmm. Then the dancer in question said, y'all hilarious. I'm entitled to ask any question I want. I literally asked the question and y'all ran with it. If funny money is being thrown at the establishment where girls dance for money, it should have a trading value, period. But never mind, let me hush. It was left behind for promo. So there's a couple things here that I think are interesting.
Please.
One, the lie gets around the world before the truth has a chance to get its shoes on.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Two, if you're throwing your own money, to me, promo money, there has to be almost a 10-to-1 ratio of regular money to promo money. Mm-hmm. And we talked about this in other episodes, strippers, I'm not saying their work is degrading. I'm saying it's a hard way to get paid. Yeah. You know, Angel said I think it was last week, you ain't gonna throw no coins at me, no hard stuff, and I better not get a paper cut. If I'm dancing, and this is how I usually get paid, and you made it rain, and I'm like, oh, snap, we up. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been checking that thing, and I pick up some money and it's Usher's face. I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully there was an announcement made or something told to the girls in the back room, in the green room. Hey, right. Usher's going to be throwing. I actually don't want it to be mixed in because then we got to go through and shuffle through. Just let the whole night be Usher money, and then you can give me my stack. Yes. After I get off the stage of real money. Actually, I would prefer it. Then I ain't got to be the Sandman sweeping up my own money.
Because now you're sweeping up a paycheck that don't cash.
Exactly.
And as Danny Rose would say, something in the milk don't sound. I'd be upset. I'm now sweaty. Yeah. I'm tired. Right. I'm sure strippers need her.
You're pulling the dollars out the bra.
Dollars out the bra, and it's
Usher
caught up. I don't want to see caught up. You got it bad. I don't want to think about this.
Of him just hitting the
No, I don't want that. I gotta pay my bills, and you over here messing with you were playing. This my job.
You can't do that.
I'm on her side. You don't throw this in with my regular work money.
Don't do it.
It better be at least them Monopoly pieces from McDonald's. Give me something that I can trade in for some. I'll be like, is that a fry? Is that give me that one. I need to match a piece. But yeah, with Usher Bucks, if you can't use them, at least let me know ahead of time. And I'm not going to be like, yes. I'll be like, okay, but y'all going to have me like $5,000 when I walk off the stage?
Right. I'm with her on the trading value. Yeah. Okay? It need to be 1-to-1. Because apparently you got the residency. Yeah. Vegas, hey, every dollar you throwing in Ush Bucks. Got some sort of Ush Bucks money. Y'all got it.
Well, of course, I would assume that's if they're saying that he spent money at the club. I would assume that's what it meant. Like that money, y'all don't need to pick up or use. I got y'all regardless. Now, if it don't mean that, I'm fighting Usher. I am fighting him. I'm going to get caught up.
He's a little man.
Is he?
I don't think he's that tall, is he?
He's taller than I am, but he's not like.
How tall are you, Angel?
I'm 5'3".
Really?
See? My husband always likes to say I'm 5'9" because he's a jerk.
Usher's 5'8".
Yeah, I was about to say he's taller than me. That's all can say about that? Why does that make you laugh?
That guy kept giggling.
I thought he was like 6 foot.
No.
You see how that man moves around. You think that's what a big person do? You
would've
see
hurt his
Shaq
knee.
dance versus Usher dance. You see the difference that a body size makes.
Is Chris Brown 6 foot?
Chris Brown is a little bit taller.
He's definitely taller than Usher.
Omarion,
6'1".
he's a little wee one.
I know mine, little baby.
He's a little pocket size, a little something.
Omarion.
But again, that's the reason why I feel like he can dance so good.
Omarion is 5'6".
Oh yeah, no, I look him in the eye. Look him dead in his eyeballs.
Hold on, man. I'm 5'6".
Ain't nothing wrong
Yeah,
with it,
Josh,
Joshy
but I
Gons.
know how tall you are.
Oh, okay.
I'm not assuming you're 6 foot.
He said, "Hey man,
That's why people are
I
always
was like,
surprised.
wait a minute.
I am shocked every time. I told you, what you doing up there? Get down here where everybody else is." I'll be like, "Why are you up there?" No.
Hey, Usher. What are you doing out here? Caught up. Got me feeling it. Caught up. And I do know what it is.
But you know what? It's weird seeing really tall dudes dance though, doing a lot of.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, save that for the compact people.
There's also a funny thing amongst comedians that there's no really tall, funny comedians. Very few really tall, funny comedians or really muscular comedians.
Oh well, you ain't got time to be in the gym. What are you doing? I mean, well, Kevin Hart
is muscular but not tall.
Yeah,
He's an anomaly, though.
so it doesn't take as much, I think, to develop muscles when you shorter like it.
You don't think so?
I'm just gonna say it.
You don't got no scientific behind it?
It just seems like, I mean, you are having to deal with less muscle that you're having to build
I
up.
think there
This is
is.
a
I
great
think there
excuse
is a
to have.
theory where at least like bench press or like squatting, they're able to do more weight easier because there's less travel distance.
Yeah, because
Don't-
to sit down when you're little you're down.
We should actually ask Greg this.
Greg little
he
baby.
knows.
He's strong little baby.
muscle. And then, they be doing all the stuff like the pull-ups, and they just, I mean,
Their arms are smaller.
but they could just do all the things. I be watching them do pull-ups in the gym, and I'm just like, you ain't even feel nothing.
Who did a pull up like that, Angel?
That's what they do. I mean, I can't, you're supposed to come up to it, but they be, because there's less weight that they're holding at the bottom. Just think about it. You got these arms that are supposed to hold up your weight and pull it up. If you got less body to pull up,
I've said that. When I was doing pull ups with Greg, when I hang down,
it hurt my fingers.
Does it?
Yeah, I got too much weight to put on these little fingers. And now I know I got some. Now I know I don't have the most delicate hands. That's why I'm glad I got these nails.
Yeah, you know what them hands is.
I got them from my mama.
Them is collard green
Come
separated
on.
the leaf from the stem
That's
hands.
exactly. These are North Carolina hands. Okay,
Come on, Mama Dorothy.
Them hands, that's kneading dough.
She's a great woman too.
my mother's.
I
a great
love Mama
woman.
Dorothy.
But I got my mama's hands. Okay, and our hands. These are not the type of hands you want to get slapped by either. Okay.
Ah, because you come across with a backhanded meaty knuckle.
You hear
Okay?
a clap. It's almost like an open
Plus,
hand.
you got the ring on there.
Oh no.
Oh, absolutely. When I would get whoopings, and my mother would sometimes give us the choice, be like, "Yeah, give me another object besides these things, these sandpaper hands that you got." So even though my hands are the most delicate, putting all this weight on these fingers, my fingers are like, "No, ma'am."
No, ma'am, Miss Pam.
That's why I can't be a stripper, but I would be. I'd be a stripper.
Would you?
Yes.
You
I
be
would.
twerking anyway. You twerk for no reason.
I twerk for reasons.
No,
Stop it.
Joy.
How are you gonna just categorize her stripping?
Angel be like, open the fridge. Oh, there's cold water.
That's a good reason.
Is that a
Especially-
twerking reason?
Yes, that's a twerking reason, especially in this office where all you got is stuff that tastes like piss and fruit with piss on it.
It's true.
It's this all this sparkling water, so I don't drink soda because I'm trying to be healthy. I drink sparkling water where you could just take Ritual and be healthy. Today's episode is sponsored by none other than Ritual, who we love here.
We love here.
And we deserve to know what we're putting in our bodies and why, especially when it comes to something we take every day. Ritual is clean, vegan-friendly, multivitamin, and is formulated with high-quality nutrients in its bioavailable forms your body can actually use. You won't find sugars, GMOs, major allergens, synthetic fillers, artificial colorants, and they have a fresh taste and delayed release capsules designed to make it designed that makes your vitamins taking your vitamins easy. What's great about that delayed release is that you where your body absorbs its nutrients are inside of your intestines. And a lot of times these vitamins break down in your stomach before it gets a chance to get to your intestines. So you've lost most of the nutrients. You don't get them.
Where the nutrients?
Nutrients. So the fact that they do, I didn't even realize this until I read this ad. The fact that they do delayed release capsules lets you know that what they're putting in the vitamin your body is actually getting, because it's making it to your lower intestines where you absorb all the nutrients that you need to get through your day. And I know with me taking a good vitamin like Ritual, it is like fuel to my system. I don't need no coffee. I'm telling you, it's the boost that I need to get me through my day so that I can function at 100%. I'm putting, like I said before, better gasoline in my tank. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 91 octane. What? Now available for women, men, and teens. Ritual multivitamins are scientifically developed to help support different life stages. Ritual makes it easy, makes healthy habits easy. I personally take the postnatal, even though I am not having any more children because my youngest is still 2. And
Is he 2 already?
I mean, he's not 2 yet, but he feels like it. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm about to say, if I missed that baby's birthday and you didn't talk about it,
I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you when his birthday is.
Why?
You're not coming. You're not invited, Uncle Kev. No, but because I'm trying to still get him off my boob, having the postnatal helps to like all the stuff that he's taken out of my body. The Ritual helps put it back in. So, and also you can, it's free shipping and it comes to your door every month, and you can always start, snooze, or cancel your subscription at any time. Ritual helps fill in the gaps in your diet. No shady extras. This is what we want you to do. Get key nutrients without the BS. Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/crew to start your ritual today. Again, I'll tell you, get your key nutrients without the BS. Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during their first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/crew to start your ritual today.
All right, moving on from Ushergate. This is an interesting tweet that went low-key viral amongst the blacks. A young woman tweeted, cried to my boyfriend over how much I miss being friends with my ex. And rather than get mad, he held and assured me he'd be a better lover and friend to me. Then went further to take the day off to be with me because he wanted to make sure I was no longer sad. God, I see your hands. My question to you, Angel, would you allow Marcus to cry to you, even during the dating stage, and tell you that he missed being friends with his ex? Nothing sexual. He just missed being friends with his ex.
I would go fight her.
Fight her?
Yep, I would. It's completely irrational, but that's what I would do. Oh, you miss her? You do? That's why her face is getting bashed in today. How'd you miss that? You miss that? Because she ain't as cute as she used to be, because her nose is on the other side of her face now.
So this woman is just at work minding her business, and here you come. Oh, he missed you? Bop, bop. Man hands. Bop, bop.
Yes.
North Carolina 1-2. Jab, jab. Cross.
Unruly cousins coming in. Boom. I'll be like, you can blame Marcus for it, since he got your name in his mouth. Since he got your name in his mouth, you getting busted upside your face today.
Yeah, he got your name in his mouth, so you gonna have my hands in your mouth.
Yeah,
man, it's your fault.
It's your fault
for being memorable.
What if she was like, I literally have not thought about Marcus in 12 years?
Well, you should get out of his mind. Mind your own business instead of being up in his mind.
You left him impression.
No, I would. I truly think anything he cared about, I would light on fire. I'd be like, have you lost your mind? You don't say that. You don't say that out loud.
It's the out loud for me.
I can only imagine the insanity you would go through.
Me? I'd never recover. I would never recover from her missing the friendship. One of the greatest joys in my life is meeting Melissa when we were 16. Neither of us having any serious relationships at that time. There's not much to miss. If we're 28, she was like, whoo, from 22 to 26, I had love. I'd be like,
my God.
I listen. You can watch every Love Hour episode you want. I can read all the books. I can go to the therapy. I can do it all.
It's not going.
At the end of the day, I'm Issa Rae, Yvonne Orji. I'm insecure. Okay.
Insecure.
Final season airing soon. Sometime this year. I'm gonna take that like a sucker. You miss being friends with him?
I don't think there's any good way to handle that.
You crying?
Yeah, no. I feel like that poor man is abused. The one that she's in a relationship with.
Oh, man.
I'm sure people are like, that's the mature way to handle it. I don't think so. Not to say that my way is terrible, but I'm fully accepting that.
That's the thing. Like, I love that I can be honest and know. Listen, I wish I had this. I really just got to look at it again. She said she cried.
That's when, you gonna have an emotion? I mean, especially my husband is not that emotionally available.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
And
you gonna cry off of another chick?
Well, guess what, Angel? This is make it worse. What if he crying and you come to console him? He just, sharpening my knife. Why are you crying, Big Marcus? It's just my ex.
I'd be like,
what about her? I miss the friendship, Angel. Let me have the knife.
Right. No, you go ahead and start stabbing yourself. Go ahead. I don't even want to do the work, you idiot. Start stabbing yourself. I mean, if his eyes even got moist.
That little emoji where the eye is big and
it's swollen. I'll be like, shrink your eyes. Shrink your emotion. I just can't even. I love the fact that my husband has never been in love before outside of me. I was like, I'll take it.
Really?
Yeah.
He's Ryan?
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't trying to be in love, nor was he trying to be in a relationship. So that helps that, he had his hoeing face. Now I'm like, yes, absolutely. I'm glad that what you were doing was strictly for like a good time. It wasn't,
Just
wasn't
some
for me.
pumps.
Yeah.
Good old fashioned Kentucky bourbon pumps.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Marcus was giving out thoroughbred pumps.
Yes.
And when he met you, he found love.
Because that's all I would accept. I was like, I don't need anything else. If you can't give me love,
You can't give no Kentucky pumps out.
no.
Sometimes on the internet, I really admire. Like, I mean, the young lady, you deserve the love you can get. And kudos to her.
Yeah.
Because to me, in order to even have that thought that you could say that out loud, you have to know that the person you're talking to would be welcoming of that. Mm-hmm. My wife, whom I love, there's no way on earth I would ever utter that thought.
Oh, that would be so stupid.
There's little fire in the back of the mind.
You'd wake up dead.
I'd wake up dead. I'd wake up in line in heaven.
Do you think there's a little fire in the back of her eyes? I feel like she's constantly, what show was that?
WandaVision?
I feel like there's constantly a fire.
Energy.
Yes,
She
at her
can call
hands. I feel like it's always there.
She got the hex stones in every room.
I feel like it's always there. Hey, how was your day? That's what I feel. It's not in the back of her eyes. It's right here, ready to unleash. I definitely would lose everything. Even if the thought, not even uttered, if Marcus could feel the thought in my head, he'd be like, and then I would just live in fear for the rest of my life. Like, I don't know, he's going to show up here one day and something's going to happen. I don't know what it is. I don't know. He's going to burn all my wigs.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Burn all my wigs? Have you seen Schitt's Creek?
Of course, I've watched every
Angel.
episode.
First of all, Catherine O'Hara.
You guys put me
Is
onto
a
that
genius.
Her acting, I am like low key. I am sad. I hadn't seen her in nothing before Home Alone and this.
Really?
I don't know what she was doing.
All the stuff when I asked you if you'd seen Waiting for Guffman and all that stuff, she's been working with, what's the dad's name?
Eugene.
Eugene.
Is it
Levy.
Eugene?
Eugene. She
Angel went.
eyebrows. You know what I mean. She has done so many movies with Eugene Levy where she's playing different characters.
Really?
She's a master at it.
She's got range?
Josh, she pronounces
my
my favorite thing about the show, two things. She's my favorite thing about the show by far.
Mm-hmm.
Her wig
Collection.
collection just stuck on these walls her wearing all these wigs for no reason ever, never explaining why.
I love it.
That and the way she pronounces words.
Yes.
She'd be like, oh, dear, John Rose. And it's an excellent way to do things. Like, she'll emphasize a part of the word you have never, computer. I'd be like, why are you saying that word that way?
The best. You know, when I was on Broadway, it's so quirky. She's just so precise. She's one of my favorite character actors.
Oh, she's
one
fantastic.
of my favorite.
Young Deuces, I did see Beetlejuice. Is she in that?
Yes, she's the woman.
Was Beetlejuice
Red.
before Home Alone?
Her hair was bright red. Yeah, Beetlejuice is before Home Alone.
Okay, she must have just stuck out. Let me look at her because I'm tripping.
She's they tried to come and do the seance at the house.
I don't remember Beetlejuice that much.
Oh, okay.
And I used to watch it all the time as a kid, but I literally haven't seen it. Your mind really just forgets stuff.
Oh yeah.
I go back and watch movies that I saw in like even 2002. I'd be like, oh, this happened?
Oh, they said no, Gina Davis is the main woman, but no, she's the
Gina Davis is in that baseball movie I love.
League of Their Own.
Yeah. Magic School Bus. Series of Unfortunate Events. Nope. Modern Family. I never watched that. Auditioned for that show. Lied. It was funny. Monsters in Paris. Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't remember that episode.
What's so girl's name? Who are we looking up again?
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine.
She always works with
Big brow.
O'Hara.
Wyatt Earp. No, man. Home Alone. I missed a lot of her. But anyway, I got totally distracted. She's great. She's great. She
one
is
of the best to ever do it. Yes, she's at the table. That's what I remember. She's at the table when they do 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot punch.
In Beetlejuice?
And the shrimp come out of the bowl and grab them by the face and throw them back. Okay.
It's not ringing a bell, Angel. I'm
right.
sorry. I wanted to ring a bell.
Moira.
David.
Yes, that's how she said it. David.
Oh.
She's so good. She's so good.
She's good. Okay, moving on. This is also just Twitter was tweeting. A Twitter personality, person on Twitter, said they saying Prince Phillip took the vaccine 2 weeks before he died unexpectedly. Yeah, I'm good on that. Y'all have fun.
I think he took the vaccine 2 weeks after he died. Pretty sure we haven't seen a picture of him alive in a long time. I'm almost certain. All these pictures, he's been dead.
Was that photo of him in the car old?
Josh.
With the eyes?
That was like either this year or last year.
I thought that was like...
The backseat one was him coming back from the hospital after his heart thing. And his face...
I thought that was recent.
It was. I think it was.
Oh.
I think that was after his heart condition.
He was wigging at Bernie's.
He didn't have a heart in that picture.
Gosh. He was surviving off of pure racism for the last 25 years.
I'm just saying.
He got out. He's like, it smells like home.
No, he's dead in these pictures. Look at that. That's man ain't alive.
Josh, put the pictures right here under this dude died unexpectedly. Here's what I want to say about the vaccine. And this is my honest thing. If you're skeptical, I get it. If you're black, actually, if you're skeptical, period, of a vaccine, the way we were taught vaccines were made 9 years. We ain't really thought about vaccines in a long time. I haven't. You know, the last thing I thought about a vaccine when my son had to get, I don't remember what shot it was, to go to 7th grade. They were like, he can't come in here until he gets this shot. Prior to that, everybody's kids, not everybody, a lot of people's kids get vaccinated. I did not know this because they're talking about vaccine passports. I did not know that in order to travel to certain countries right now, even prior to coronavirus, you have to get a certain vaccine. I believe, and you guys in the comments, I'm sure you know, you have to get a yellow fever vaccine for certain countries. So certain countries saying certain things you have to get is not unusual. The only thing I'll say, and I said this when I did the vaccine thing, and I actually didn't post the vaccine video anywhere other than YouTube because I just kind of found myself getting annoyed with the talk about it. And I'm not going to argue with nobody. If you don't want to get it, I'm not going to argue you down. You could feel how you feel. There's enough mistrust between the black community and medical community that if you feel a way about doing it, that's fine. And I'm not even going to shame you. And I'm not even like, I think I'm better than you, because I truly get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I think what's interesting about what we do this with everything. Whatever we agree with, we need to make other people feel like they are wrong if they don't agree.
Right.
There was a post put the vaccine. I ain't getting the vaccine. No. The post was, you can get the vaccine without posting about it, right? And somebody also said, if you get the vaccine without posting about it, that means you can also not get the vaccine without posting about it. And I was like, haha.
We follow that same person. I saw it.
And I love people. I love people. And I get it. You know what I actually heard? I heard a stat that the lowest rate of acceptance of the vaccine is in white evangelical communities.
Oh, absolutely. I follow a crazy woman who is not getting it. Getting it. And she's a white evangelical. I didn't know she was that until all this stuff happened. And I was like, oh, I'm following a crazy person. I had no idea. But like, it is weird seeing, especially black celebrities that like are either, you know, really adamant about not getting it and feeling like that has to be their like a platform that they stand on is not getting it. It's weird. Like, it's not that because the fact of the matter is, I don't really care what they're doing. I don't care if you're a celebrity. I don't care if like, if like you, maybe if you're Barack Obama, but I don't care if Jay-Z is getting the vaccine.
It's important to me whether Jay-Z is getting it.
I mean,
I got to know what Hov is doing.
It's not important.
How would I make a choice if I don't know what Hov and Barack is doing?
Listen, I don't care if Ray J is getting the vaccine. I can tell you that. I do care about his Raycons.
You jerk! I thought Born in the USA was coming, and you switched it up on me. I looked this way, and I was wrong again.
Unruly cousin.
We need to have guitars on the on our Unruly Cousins t-shirt. Me and Angel are a tag team partner. Unruly Cousins. We're coming down the ring with our Raycon glasses.
Yes.
And our Raycon, is it glasses or headphones? We're coming down the ring with our Raycon our Ray J sunglasses and our Raycon
earbuds.
And our Raycon earbuds.
Yes, because we're tuning out all of the haters.
Tuning out the haters with our Raycon earbuds. Unruly Cousins. Unruly Cousins. Now you know me, Angel. Josh knows me well.
Oh, yeah.
I am a tech freak. I love all the newest stuff, okay? I got the Apple over-the-ear AirPod Maxes. I can sit here and tell you, I don't like them.
Yeah.
Wildly expensive. And unfortunately, and I love Apple. I'm a whore for Apple. But the Raycons had better quality for probably less than half the price.
Yeah.
I know it's usually half the price, but when you're comparing them to the Apple AirPod Maxes, less than half the price. And also, I got kids. And I want my kids to have high quality headphones. You know, we flew to Hawaii, got to have the AirPods. The earbuds. I get them the Raycon.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are listening to us while they're at their job, and we don't want you to get fired. So you pop in your Raycons, okay? Listen to your favorite podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when you get a pair of Raycons in your ears, it makes all the difference. There's no dangling wires or stems to get in your way. They come in a range of stylish colors, and they are comfortable in-ear fit, so it's a more discreet look. They're built to perform anywhere, anytime with water and sweat resistant construction and Bluetooth that pairs quickly and seamlessly. And with enough battery life for 6 hours of playtime, you can unplug for a while. Okay. Best part, Raycon makes great sound accessible to everyone with wireless earbuds starting at half the price of the other premium audio brands, as Kevin was mentioning before. Because why you want to pay all this money and you can hear great with Raycons for half the price? All right? So this is what we want you to do. Raycon is offering 15% off all of their products for our listeners. And here's what you got to do to get
What you got to do, Angel?
Go to buyraycon.com/SK.
SK.
That's it. You'll get 15% off your entire Raycon order. So feel free to grab a pair and a spare. That's 15% off at buyraycon.com/SK.
SK.
Buyraycon.com/SK.
SK. Go ahead.
¿Cómo está usted?
Kevin?
How are you, Kevin?
Oh, bien o? Mucho bien.
Well, Kevin sounds a mess.
Bien,
doesn't-
mucho
He doesn't
bien.
have to sound a mess because of Babbel, okay? For most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic careers. I actually started learning Spanish in the second grade and took it all the way through high school.
I learned it at birth. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's part of your culture or something like
No, I
that?
use Babbel.
It was like my mom got me a subscription.
Yeah.
It was a push gift, and she said, "Turn it on."
Oh, man.
How I took it all through school, but haven't gotten to use it as much as I want to, so I've lost a lot of the language. But it's something that I want back, especially living here in California, where it's so much a part of the culture. Spanish-speaking people are a part of the culture, and I want to be able to communicate with them. I want to show them the respect that they deserve. All right. And I also think it's amazing to be a dual lingual person or a multilingual person. Well, now, thanks to Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language. Whether you'll be traveling abroad, connecting in a deeper way with family, or you just have some free time, Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you can actually use in the real world. That is what I love. The first lesson that they had on my Babbel was like literally greetings and how to greet people, because that's the first thing. You want to be able.
¿Cómo está usted, Angel?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Bien
Gracias.
as well. I'm sorry, guys. I set it up for you, and then I wasn't prepared for a
You were like,
response.
huh? No.
Bien.
¿Cómo se llama?
También.
¿Cómo
That's
se
also
llama?
Kevin.
There you go.
Yeah, Fredericks.
Babbel's 15-minute lessons make it a perfect way to learn a new language on the go. And that is the important part of this. I don't have time to be just sitting and being like, all right, I'm going to give you all of this time to learn. You can take it wherever you want. Babbel designs their courses with practical, real-world conversations in mind, things that you'll get to use in everyday life. I'm telling you, trying to learn all the conjugation in Spanish, it just makes you go, I don't have time.
Ay, Dios mío, gloria a Dios. Todos juntos alabemos al Señor.
Oh my.
That's all from one Tone song.
God.
Todos juntos alabemos al Señor.
Talking about the Lord, God, yeah.
All the people.
Yes.
Something about the Lord.
Oh, see, this is why Kevin needs Babbel.
Ramadan.
Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babbel lessons are created by over 100 language experts. Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German.
And now I'm working with Babbel to get a speaking tongues part, on the over down to the Babbel.
You could probably do it at a conference.
But I can't understand. No, you can't speak. Only God can understand it.
You've taken a class on it.
I have taken a speaking tongues class.
You got to have a professional there to interpret all the time on the app. There we go. Plus, Babbel speech recognition technology helps you improve your pronunciation and accent. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. This is what we want you to do. Right now, when you purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription, you'll get an additional 3 months for free. That's 6 months for the price of 3. Just go to Babbel.com and use the promo code SK.
SK.
That's BABBEL.com. Code SK.
SK.
For an extra 3 months free.
Yes.
Babbel.
Language for life.
I
said Ramadan because today is the beginning of Ramadan.
Really? Already?
So to all my friends, my boy Amir, he is Egyptian and he celebrates. Observes. He observes Ramadan.
I have a good friend who she observes Ramadan, and I feel like it's always upon us.
I thought Ramadan is not. It sometimes starts in March, right?
It has to do with I don't want to say it's the moon. It has to do with not the season. It's something about the moon or something. So it moves. It's never in the same spot.
Got it. But it's usually between March and April, though, right?
I think so. When it starts.
It only starts. Right? It's not always pushing back. I feel like it comes back and starts over.
I don't know.
Is it Ramadan Mubarak?
I believe so. I think that's how you say it.
I think at the end you say Eid Mubarak.
I always feel for her because I'm always trying to, like, I always ask at the wrong time, like, you want to go get something to eat?
She's
I'm like, again? I thought you just finished. I told
Ramadan
her one
pushes
You hit her
forward.
at sundown, though.
I know, it's sundown.
Sundown is going. That reminds me, I need to finish Rami.
It's a good show. The ending is good.
It's really good.
Okay, I started it and I think I watched like 4 episodes and then I fell off.
You got to watch it, Angel. It's good writing.
I told her I would not celebrate. I would observe Ramadan with her.
Lunar calendar.
Year. Yes, the lunar. So I wasn't
Lunar
wrong.
calendar.
Okay, I was like something about the moon.
I didn't want us to get a mate good, but it was really fun. I got big Michael Scott energy from Kevin. He was like, no, Ramadan.
I really was like, the moon.
Apparently sometimes Ramadan is May or June, so I don't know.
Yes, I'm used to it being later. Okay. That's why I was like, I don't understand. But one year I'm going to observe it with her.
Said it could be October.
I want to say one more thing about the vaccine. Here's what I want people who are not getting it to understand. It's not, if you get the vaccine, you have consequences. And if you don't, you don't. Whether you take the vaccine or not, there are consequences. If you don't get the vaccine and you get coronavirus, there's the common thing I get, what about in 10 years? What if you vaccine? Also, from what I've been seeing, a lot of people who have coronavirus, they have some lingering effects that are lasting much longer past the time of the virus. So if you don't get the vaccine and you get coronavirus, where will you be in 10 years? It's affecting your neurological systems. You're breathing for long terms. There's a creator I know, David So. He was like, I've had brain fog all year. So it's not, each has a consequence. I just want everybody to know whether you get it or not, you still are at risk.
You're still at risk. I mean, you could just not get COVID. If you...
That's the only way. If you don't get the vaccine and you don't ever get COVID. But I believe... from what I've been researching and studying in my studies and researches, COVID is more than likely going to move into an endemic, something we live with like the common cold and like the flu. Yeah. The chance of COVID, because of the amount of variants and how quickly it mutates and switches and all that stuff, the chance of COVID being over, I think we're years away from COVID being over. Us being able to live and move around with COVID, with testing, vaccine, variants, social distancing, things like that, that'll wane. I think LA is opening fully with masks and social distancing on June 15th. Most of the South or countries or states in the South have been relatively open for a while. I think Texas and Mississippi opened fully. Was that last month or this month?
There are 16, at least 16 states with no mask mandates.
Yeah. And I think even the ones who had mask mandates, apparently people in the stage crew who live there were like, bro, I mean, they have mask mandates, but nobody's really
paying attention to them,
following them. So that's all I'm saying. If you're taking it, not taking it, take the information, do with it what you will, live your life. God bless you. I wish you nothing but happiness, health, and success when it comes to the vaccine. I know for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord. I know that much.
You know that much. Well, you know what? You're right. It's probably gonna be an endemic, but if it does, it'll be weaker than it is now. Yeah,
the chance of you getting it and getting severely sick with the vaccine or as it goes on, because like the common cold is an endemic. We just be having the cold.
Right.
And people just don't get that sick. You know, like most blacks, a lot of blacks, I think I had to bid down to February last year.
You said most blacks, yes.
Everybody black. I know I had it.
I think I had no, I don't think I had. I think Amar had something.
Yeah, we blacks. We be like, you know what? I think around February, before it was a thing. That's what we say. Before it was a thing. But I canceled a show. That's how sick I was. That was the first time in the history of my stand-up comedy career I was too sick to perform. I performed with a migraine before in Fayetteville. I opened for Zapp and Roger, but neither was there. I think they're both passed away.
Oh, no.
But it was their band. And let me tell you what you don't want to hear when you got a headache. Loudness. They was jumping around. They was doing Morris Day songs. They came out, squawk! Hallelujah! And I was like, hush.
I can't do this.
It was a whole bunch of old black men And I was in the back. I was in the green room with them, which was basically the pool hall of this veterans thing. Mm-hmm. Literally rubbing icy hot on their knees to get ready. So it just smelled like icy hot menthol. Then the Newports and Cools menthol. And they hadn't had a show in a while. I'm not even being funny. This is literally, I was backstage and my head was throbbing. They was eating hot dogs. They was like, well, we ain't had a gig like this in a while, yo. We got to really get it going now. And when I come out, hey, Fred, you hit that bop, bop. And I'm going to hit the door, squat. Hallelujah.
I would have just been like, oh, shut up, please. My head is bleeding.
And my head was like, and they was just, yeah, so back in 70, we used to did that. We came down Fayetteville, okay? And it was, squat. They just kept doing that. Hallelujah. I was like, why are y'all coming out to a Morris Day song? And on top of all that, in this venue, it was seating maybe 1,000. Mm-hmm. There was 37 people in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Spread apart. Nobody said, hey, y'all all come up. White linen suits, Kangos.
Yes.
All retired military. The band was super late, so these people were plastered.
Oh, yes.
It was just like...
That's the best. Your biopic is going to be so good.
That doggone, they just kept running that song back, Angel.
That is going to be in your biopic. This thing.
Hallelujah. That's how they came out. It was like, you know how Greeks stroll?
Yes.
It was like they were strolling, but they weren't doing none of the stuff. They were just squat.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Whoa. And they did a whole doggone, they did this from the dressing room.
Yes.
Around.
Yeah.
The side of the stage.
Yes.
Up the stairs. Into the stage.
Yeah, they ain't gonna waste that icy hot.
Hallelujah. No mics. Whoa. Squat. And I was like, everybody, please stop saying that squawk. Hallelujah.
That is going to be my favorite for forever.
I was literally like, I need something else.
Hallelujah. Yes. Oh.
And I didn't perform for some small crowds, but just everybody we know there ain't a lot of us. Mm-hmm. Scoot up.
We're going to make you feel it.
Scoot close.
We're going to make you feel that this is empty.
When it's 37 people spread apart, I feel like I got to talk to you individually. Hey, ma'am, how you doing? Sir? Where you from, ma'am? Like, I got to address all y'all by one.
Absolutely.
Come together so I can just talk to the group.
Squawk. That is my favorite. That's my favorite. From here on out.
Oh. I don't even know how we got into that.
We were talking about you having COVID and that you canceled a show because you've actually done a show with the migraine.
Yeah. That's how it was. And a lot of times I don't get that, I don't usually get that sick when I'm eating right and being healthy.
I know. That's why I don't understand how you got sick, because I know when you're using programs like Noom, you're like on top of your game.
On top of my game.
Yeah.
And Noom is great for me because, listen, Angel, I'm human.
Yeah.
Sometimes I work out and eat right. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I don't. And the biggest mistake I make, and that's why I like Noom, when I fall off, like I did for the last 2 weeks, I was in Hawaii. I said, I'm leaving on Tuesday. I don't want to hurt my knee, so I'm going to stop working out back on Saturday. And then when I was in Hawaii, I wasn't eating kale chips. There was a lot of roast pork. The Polynesian community, big on rice and meats.
Oh, yeah.
Spam musubi.
Yeah.
Rice, meat, seaweed.
No, I was wondering where you were going.
Rice spam.
Kev's brain just turned off. It was like,
yeah. So I'm flying back home feeling bad about myself. And Noom tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, man, just get back on track.
Punch this. Yeah. And I know it's all about it's based on psychology, because a lot of times it's your mindset.
It's
boom. Boom.
The boom is in the Noom.
The boom is in the Noom.
Or the Noom is in the boom.
All of it. All of it. Noom is forgiving because you're human. So if you get off track today, you'll be back on track tomorrow. Just like you.
Just
you were
like
off
I
track
am. I worked out yesterday.
You were running. You were a track star. And Noom got you back on
and
track.
I got my fruit
You
cup.
did get your fruit cup.
Because I'm back. I had my grilled chicken today and my fruit cup.
You're still doing such a good job. Everyone is busy, and that's why Noom doesn't demand much of your time. They only ask for 10 minutes a day. Over 80% of Noomers finish the program, and over 60% have stuck with their goals for at least 1 year. Tell them what they need to do, Kev. You don't know. There's a science to getting healthier. It's called Noom. Sign up for your free for your trial today at Noom at noom.com/sk.
SK.
Learn to eat again with Noom. Sign up for your trial today at Noom, noom.com/sk.
SK.
Ready to learn how to live healthier? Sign up for Noom today at noom.com/sk.
SK squad. Hallelujah.
I can't stand you.
Moving on, Angel.
Okay, where are we moving to?
Kyrie Irving's.
What'd he do?
He got into it with another NBA player during the basketball game, Dennis Schroder, I believe. He is a black man, but he's German.
Where's this at?
In the docket, right under vaccine passports. He got ejected because Schroder called him the N-word.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking for basketball players on here.
Okay,
So
that's all
sorry.
right. Take your
I'm
time.
here.
You
I'm
were
here.
sweating.
I was like,
After he was ejected, he said the N-word, he tweeted, I'm sorry, the N-word is derogatory, okay? It's a derogatory racial slur. It will never be, ellipsis, a term of endearment, reclaimed, flipped. Never forget it's foul in true history. Throw that N-word out the window, right alongside all those other racist words used to describe my people. We are not slaves or ends, okay? This came from Dennis Schroder. I think I said Schroder. Dennis Schroder, him and Kyrie got into it, and Dennis hit him with a GD, nigga, okay? Which isn't the derogatory pronunciation.
is the other person you talking about, black or white?
Yeah, he's black. Okay. Black German.
Okay.
He was like, GD, nigga, which is more like, what is you on? Mm-hmm. Not the more like, what's up, nigga? It could be whatever. But Kyrie, he no like the N-word. Mm-hmm. Now, I had a question. If Kyrie's saying, don't call me nigga, is he then himself using it? Because he didn't say, don't call me the N-word. He said, don't call me nigga. But he was in the heat of the moment. I actually chose this because there's a lot of people who, not a lot, there's people,
Some people
who
don't want you to use that word.
They don't want me to use the word. Mm-hmm. Okay. Before I speak my piece, Angel, what's your thoughts on the N-word in question?
I think that black people have the right to choose whether or not they want that to be a part of their vocabulary.
Yeah.
And no black person can reserve the right to make that choice for everyone else. There are people from generations before ours that despise the term, regardless of what form, and I can completely understand. And then there are people from my generation that, because it was so popularized in, especially in the music that we liked, it changed our relationship with the word. So I don't think anyone can tell another black person how they can, or they can, but you shouldn't expect for people to adhere to your rules. What I will never accept as okay is someone who has no historical relationship to the word being used or weaponized against them, deciding that they can claim it as their own because they are closely connected to black people, grew up with black people. No. I mean, and you know what? Black people might be giving you a pass, but you're going to run into a black person that ain't. And you just accept that consequence of what comes at you.
I do believe Kyrie reserves the right to say, don't address me that way.
Absolutely.
And if I were the Schroder, I'm not even trying to be funny. I've seen people in the comments pronounce it differently every time. I usually just say Dennis because I don't know how to pronounce it. And usually when I can't pronounce somebody's name and I can't hear them say it, I just avoid it.
Right.
So I'm just going to say Dennis.
There you go.
He has the right, and just like I would respect somebody's pronouns, if you don't feel comfortable, I asked Angel. I usually make nicknames for people. I said I was calling her Ange, and she like, I don't like Ange, and I was like, okay, then I will not call you that.
But then
she
you
was
keep
like,
calling me it.
but then remember one time you said, you know what, Kev, it's fine
because you didn't stop after I said.
But I was trying to stop.
No, but I realized that was the name you wanted to call me, and I said it's okay.
But yeah, but you, my heart was like, she don't like it. I'm not gonna call her Ange. But it's just so I like to say it.
It's so much easier.
It's just and I'm a nickname giver.
I see.
Joshy Gons, Bex. Rebecca's name, Becca, is already a nickname. But I'm like Bex.
My son is called the Republican by the internet because of you.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. You didn't realize
he did treat me like a Republican, though. He really looked down on me.
He treated you like a child that didn't know who the heck you were.
I felt Republican energy, though.
Oh, okay.
And it also was a derivative of him being the landlord and the slumlord.
Yeah, well,
those are usually Republicans.
Those are Republicans.
I thought Tony gave him that. Oh, no. Tony was there.
Yes.
That was a good party, though. Mm-hmm. Unrelated. But anyway, and that's kind of how I feel. You actually articulated it better than I could. I was trying to understand my relationship with the word. I get people of prior generations and people of our generations. Mm-hmm. I get the like, I don't like that word. I don't think we should use it. I believe we should all be like, as a people, we should, and make your case. Mm-hmm. A friend I follow on Twitter had a good, interesting point about this. He was saying, there's what he doesn't agree with. He agrees with Kyrie, except the like, we evolved past that. We're better than that. I think slightly I like it because it's something that Black people have claimed. I know Kyrie said we didn't claim it, but we have claimed.
He can say whatever he wants, don't mean it's right.
Yeah, but you know what? He can be right to him own self. Mm-hmm. To thine own self be true. Part of it for me is also the like, church kid couldn't cuss, but I could say nigga. I didn't say nigga at home, but it's just nigga was like my thing. And I also was thinking about this, unrelated to the nigga conversation, more of the like church kid. I feel like my church kid, everything bad, everything is wrong. I didn't even start challenging that until I was almost 30 years old. Mm-hmm. I literally grew up cuss hell, drink hell,
definitely
sex,
gave up
hell,
all of those. Keep
everything hell. Even though sex hell was in my mind, I was just like, I will do this one. Drugs, weed, alcohol. I feel like sex hell and weed hell was different.
You're like, sex hell, I could probably take the heat. I could take it.
Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? God shouldn't have made him like this.
Right.
If he was going to tell me not to do it.
Yeah.
But we all make our own things. I get it. And I get when people are like, Kev, you get a voice in the community, man. People go, I get that. Mm-hmm. And I understand. And also, and it's kind of like, I don't know if it's justifying or whatever, but in my mind, I say nigga. If you don't, much respect to you.
Absolutely.
Joshy there's a people of Josh's age and his cultural Black background who grew up with Black people. Like my friend said, I could say it. Josh, he knows better.
He's not say no.
I do not.
Josh no say no. He no not say that. No. He know not to say no.
But there's also in other communities, in certain communities, they can have a term. Angel could tell Melissa she's a bad bee, and Melissa might not take offense. Likely wouldn't take offense. Josh says that to Melissa. Kevin even. I'm not in the community like that. You know.
He said no.
I could not say to my own wife. Probably no, I could not say. In the LGBT community, what y'all can say to each other, people who are not in that community, y'all don't come in here saying our stuff. It's our stuff. So anyway, this actually brought me to another interesting thing. They're unrelated, but kind of. Well, they're not related at all. Just slavery. So a while ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, Brian Kemp, who was the governor of Georgia, basically signed a whole slew of voter suppression laws.
Absolutely.
And the most egregious to me is it's a crime, I believe now, or it's illegal to hand water to people who are waiting in line or within 100 feet of people standing in line. We talked about this before. The main reason people are standing in line is because a lot of polling stations are closed to already voter suppress or suppress votes. So if it was easier to vote, people wouldn't be standing in long lines. But it's already, the long lines are a deterrent from voting. So in order to help people stay in line, people bring water. So because they don't want people to vote, it's now legal to do that. So Hollywood had been moving to Georgia by and large because of huge subsidies. You know, I have a lot of friends. Incentives. Yeah. And Angel, you know, she's a booker of jobs, and she knows very likely she books a sitcom. The chance of her having a film in Georgia, highly. Yeah, there's highly a good likely. Chance. The government throws monies. It's like 30% subsidies. The money goes further. I don't know exactly how it works, but there's incentives and subsidies. It makes production cheaper. So a lot of Hollywood stuff was shooting in there. Ozark, all type of stuff. Ozark is supposed to be in the Ozarks, which is like near Missouri and stuff. And they was like, Georgia is fine.
Georgia works.
So Will Smith and Antoine Fuqua said on Monday that they were pulling production of their upcoming film Emancipation, which people are calling a slave thriller. I will talk about that. Out of Georgia because of the state's new voting law. The first major production to do so. Your thoughts as a working actress in Hollywood, Angel?
Yeah, put your money where your mouth is. Like, Georgia makes a lot of its revenue off of productions coming there. Like, it is becoming the second hub for Hollywood, more so than even New York, because New York is very expensive to shoot in. So, and not only that, Atlanta is now being kind of considered Black Hollywood. So it's where a lot of Black stars are, you know, their careers are accelerating. A lot of Black dollars are being spent in Atlanta specifically, but Georgia makes money off of Atlanta, just like California. Not to say that it makes all of its money off of Hollywood, but we are a huge economic hub. So I completely applaud them for realizing that by doing their film there, they're putting money in the hands of people that are making laws to the detriment of Black people. Yep. I can also understand why somebody, like in the article, it mentions that Tyler Perry and somebody else, I can't remember. Oh, Stacey Abrams are pleading.
Yep. I was just going to say that. Good call, Angel.
For
Angel.
Listen, I be reading, pleading for productions not to leave Georgia. And I understand that because this is a place that they are fighting very hard to flip. And so they know they need the money in the state to be able to make it happen. Because yes, at the same time that they're doing these voter suppression laws, of course, they would want Black people to flee the state. Like, oh, okay, yeah, don't come here then, because it'll be easier
to do what we want to do.
Right. So I understand both sides of the coin, but I do feel like, yeah, at some point in time, and I'm not saying this as like I'm preaching about it, because I understand I have my own work to do, but I think at some point in time, we do have to take those big risk of pulling our work, even if it's going to cost us more, from the hands of the people that are purposefully oppressing us.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think a lot of times the world we live in is not black and white. There's a lot of grays. It's like, are you helping the system that's designed to hurt you? And then by that same token, you're kind of hurting the people that need help as well, because you can hire a lot of Black people. But it's like, am I hiring this person? Say Josh is a Black dude. Well, let's just say Angel's a Black woman and she's a sound person, and she was going to work on this movie for 3 months. Now she's not.
Right.
Now I have hurt the Georgia system by not giving money to the government, but I've also hurt the Black Georgia film industry. You know what I mean? But how do you justify within yourself what you're going to do? What was making this interesting, there was a lot of comments about, because they were calling this movie a slave thriller, and then it was like, what is a slave thriller also? Because a lot of people hadn't heard of this movie. And one of the headlines, the first headline I saw actually was Will Smith and Antoine Fuqua pull slave thriller Emancipation from Georgia. And I was like,
you said, now who?
What thriller?
What?
What is that? Is that I don't want that genre. I don't want that genre.
We like, we still here.
That's what. So Melissa had turned a movie on Netflix yesterday, and it's called Distant Strangers. And we didn't watch much of it, but I had heard about this movie on Twitter, and I didn't realize that's what it was titled. It was basically a Groundhog Day for the black dude who has a terrible encounter with the police.
Oh God!
And it was when it came on, and Melissa, when she gets ready to go to bed, she turns something on as like background noise. So she has it on, but she's not paying attention literally at all. It just like helps her zone out and calm down. I don't do that when things are on TV. I'm like,
you're locked in.
I watch TV now.
As
soon as at first it was light and he was in like a loft, which I realized if I get filthy rich, I want a loft. It's like a cool creative loft, so I could be like creative Kev. But anyway,
natural light,
and the bi-level with the bed upstairs. I would like to spend that money. So it's all light and airy, and then he goes outside, and then he gets in an altercation with the police, and I was like, I'm not. I just not. And then I said I wasn't going to talk about this, but I walked right into it.
I was like, you on your way in there.
So low key, I was a little down this morning because of this Dante Wright shooting in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. And that's why I was like, this is why Kev on Stage Studios, we are going to stray far away from this. I get it. I get why people are making this art. They're making a statement. You're entitled to make your own art. I've reached my maximum of Black death, Black trauma. I can't, in good mental health and good conscience, watch a movie that is depicting the same thing that I am also watching play out in real time on social media and having white people defend and basically excuse Black people being killed by the police and then turn a movie on and watch the same thing happen. This Dante Wright scenario, it's literally, the feeling that I have is like, it's a mix of feelings. One is dread, one is hopelessness, one is fear, frustration. It's like all of these. One is just like trying to block out these things because it's happened so many. How many have we had? I thought I was pulling my taser.
Yeah.
You've been a police officer for 26 years. Even if they weigh close to the same, one's on one side, one's the other. If someone's life's in danger, you might want to take another second and just take a look at what you're about to fire. Also, what makes matters worse, even if he's fleeing, even if he has warrants, and apparently his warrant was this. I don't know if you know this because
Oh no, I've avoided this like the plague.
So he, from what I've read, he smoked weed when he was young. He got some misdemeanor. He got a fine. He got that fine broken down into payment plans. He didn't make his payment plan arrangement on time during a pandemic. Surprise, surprise, people didn't have the bread. And the warrant for his arrest came from that, right? Likely less than $50 of a joint. The fees less than $200 total. But that one action now becomes essentially a death sentence. Running from the police is not a death sentence, right? And what happens that frustrates Black people even more is that white people have murdered people. The police know that. They are armed and dangerous. Somehow, they find ways to bring them in.
Oh, yeah.
Now, also, white people are also killed by the police. White people often on social media say, oh, this is also, you think this doesn't happen to white people as well? Okay, that's not the justification you think it is.
Right.
Well, the police also accidentally kill white people. Do you think that's okay? Because Black people are never saying you kill us, but you don't kill them. We're saying you kill us more. But you also shouldn't kill them.
Yeah.
Respect the flag. Respect the troops. Black guy in uniform. Tased for nothing. Respecting a troop in uniform, and this is the bottom line. White people, we be seeing y'all. I don't think y'all be seeing y'all. I think y'all actually believe the stuff you think, right? It's never about Kaepernick taking a knee. It was never about the troops. Nobody white wants to hear that Kaepernick actually talked to a veteran. He was sitting down during the national anthem. A veteran said to show more respect while you protest, it's better to kneel. Nobody wants to hear that. What they want to say is comply.
Absolutely.
Do what we do. And then when you storm the Capitol, you literally are not protesting peacefully.
At all.
You're not complying. You literally killed a police officer.
Killed.
Bashed him in the head with a fire extinguisher. Your whole thing is a lie, and y'all really believe it. And when black people are killed by the police, they go in your comments and justify it, which makes the police, in my mind, I think I'm not going to get in trouble for this. And you, Derek Chauvin, likely will get convicted, I think, if for no other reason than for people to say, we convicted that one, though. Because I believe the guy who shot Walter Brown, I believe, forgive me if I'm mistaken his name, in South Carolina, he got convicted. But we're not saying that they never get convicted. It's very rare. It's like harder. 1 out of like 500. And to be honest, guys, the reason we don't talk about this on the podcast often is because it's hard. It's always, you could talk about this every episode. I'm not trying to avoid it. You know, I've spoken about, if you follow me, I've spoken about this type of thing early, often, all the time. But it just be like, and I have black sons. Angel has black sons.
I am avoiding it. This is me. This is me. I can't get close to the edge and think I'm going to stay there.
Yeah.
I can't. I have to stay back here, fully aware of what's happening, but in order to protect my sanity, in order to be able to raise my children with any type of happiness and joy, there are certain things that I can't put in my creative process.
So if you are listening in your stage crew, please understand. I almost talked about this to let you know that I won't always talk about it. It doesn't mean I don't see it. It doesn't mean we don't see it. We are black. You know we know. You know we see it. But I can't carry it every day. I can't carry it. I actually made the Silk Sonic video, and I was like, Kev, like, I'm glad I at least get to bring laughter to people, because these stories going to be here every day. So what I want to do is, like, I know you saw that story. Let me go to Kev's page and find something funny. And there are going to be times where I can't hold it anymore, and I'm going to say something. But please don't force me to talk about it, because y'all, bro, we people first. Before we're comedians, we're people, we're parents, we're husbands, we're wives. Angel got a black husband.
I got
who's
4
big.
black boys and a black husband. And I already be having anxiety issues. So this type of stuff is crippling to me.
Yes.
So I just
told Angel and Josh I was late today. And I was late because I got up and Tony Baker.
I tell you, talk about scrolling. I was like, that's not sincere and that's not serene. So somebody's not alive. And I scrolled past and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not today.
And
not on today.
I didn't. I should have known. Because Tone goes ham, and he goes even more ham because he got a lot of white people who follow him because they don't see his face, they don't think he's black. So he makes a point to remind them of his blackness so that they can unfollow him.
Absolutely.
Right? And I get that. He's entitled to that too. But it changed my whole outlook for the day. And I'm talking about 1 minute. I saw one thing, read his post, read a white person comment saying, "What do you think he went around?" And I was just, I took a shower, and I'm still in the shower. I'm gonna be late.
I'm gonna be late.
I just knew it.
Yeah.
Because I needed a moment to like let that feeling pass, and I couldn't just be like, well, I gotta be here's the thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the only way to, we were talking about this right before, and we got to go. When we're black, we are surviving in America. We're surviving a system is heavy. It's heavy.
It's
the
very
racism.
heavy.
The CDC just said racism is a threat to black people. It's racism. It's the pandemic. It's your regular life stress on top of that.
Yes.
Your marriage, trying to make sure you're good with your wife. Family issues, your kids growing up. Your car ain't got no gas. Like every day, I be having tension. It be heavy. It be heavy. So just let us come here, be light.
I'm not trying to be bald like you. That is what I'm trying to say.
And I get it.
I just don't want it.
So y'all, please allow us this space
Peace.
to be silly
Peace.
and be the unruly cousins. because we know when this is over, we're going to have to deal with the world as is.
As we do.
And for this little hour and a half, let us be ridiculous and dumb. And then after the mics go off, we be like, we still black in America?
We still black.
We still black in America?
Yes. Yes. What you said.
Okay, before we go, I want to play something for you guys. And we're going to go out with this. What?
No. What happened?
Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on, Angel.
When you say what?
This is what I was going to do before we leave. So just understand. Oh, sorry.
Uh,
I hope you guys know what's happening already. I didn't know this intro was this long.
Of course it would be.
These niggas are so cool, man. This is how they.
No.
When the music started, they was at the break room. They just knew they was killing it, Angel.
Yeah. Come on, Jerry.
It's taking me back to Fayetteville, North Carolina. My head's hurting again.
Yes.
This is why they was so long. This song is 8 minutes long.
They're like, we got to do the whole intro.
Have you heard? It's called the bird. This is their Angel.
Hallelujah.
For 2 minutes.
Hallelujah. Yeah.
That's all they was.
Yes. Oh, come on, Sven.
It was like. These niggas 65 right here, Angel.
Yes, their knees was greased up.
It was needed.
Hallelujah. Come on. Why does he look like he's jazzercising?
Kev's gonna be big musty for the love hour.
Stop doing it.
Whoa. You better dance, Kev.
Okay.
I knew you had rhythm when I saw you shouting on the shout challenge.
Oh yeah, by the way, Kev on Stage Studios, an app. We going somewhere, y'all.
We going somewhere.
Whew.
Make
All
sure
right, we
you
love y'all. Patreon, we love you. We'll see you in the Love Hour.
Bye-bye.
Everybody else next week.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage. And that chick Angel.